Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me!
Just months before she stabbed her boyfriend, OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny called him a string of racial slurs.
You're yes, thank you. Coming from Georgia, thank you.
The newly released and disturbing audio was recorded by Christian Obumseli, who was later stabbed by Clenny and died as a result of his injuries.
I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me f***ing slap you!
The recording captures an argument between the couple about someone Obumseli ran into while on a bike ride.
Get off of me! You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a
The audio of this argument was recorded just months before Obumseli was stabbed on April 3rd.
Baby, I'm so sorry.
In Clenny's 911 call, Obumseli can be heard saying he can't feel his arm and believes he's going to die.
I can't feel my arm. 3101. I can't feel my arm.
4 months after Obumseli died, Clenny was charged with second-degree murder in his death. Since then, body camera video of a separate domestic incident was released. It took place just days before Obumseli's death. At the time, Clenny told officers she wanted a restraining order against him.
All right, so what do you want us to do?
I want to be like, I want to be like exonerated, I guess, of like anything wrong. And I want him, okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
Well, we don't issue those.
Because, no, I'm serious.
To the courts.
Can I do that?
You have to go to court. You have to go to
okay,
downtown.
How can I make
petition.
myself first? Because I know him and he would do it. How can I make myself first?
You gotta
Clenny maintains she stabbed Obumseli out of self-defense. Her attorney says the body camera video shows she was seeking help from a, quote, abusive and violent relationship, but that she was failed by the system. Prosecutors say the pair were involved in a combative relationship, but that Obumseli was the victim of domestic abuse.
An arrest has been made in a shooting in Burke County. The Burke County Sheriff's Office announced today that Hannah Grace Cobb was charged with involuntary manslaughter in the death of Telvin Osborne. Osborne was shot in the chest at a home on 4 Points Road on Sunday and pronounced dead at the hospital. Investigators say alcohol was involved and the shooting was not accidental.
The offenses committed leading up to the discharge of the firearm included simple battery, family violence, and reckless conduct. It is reckless to go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument. It is reckless to engage in an argument where there's pushing and shoving going on. And those are the predicate charges for the charge of involuntary manslaughter.
Sheriff Williams says more charges could be coming as the investigation continues.
Nvugu Nyosi, Black Revolutionary now. Just wanted to speak on Negroes who date, lay up, marry, have relations with these snow bunnies. And in this case, we have these two Negroes who was laying up with these white women. And for me personally, I don't have a problem with that. They could do whatever they want. You Negroes out there could lay up with whoever you want. But I have a problem is when you Negroes lay up with non-black people, you want to disrespect black people. And in this case, you had these two brothers who was disrespecting black women. And the interesting thing is, they were murdered by white women. Yeah. So that didn't last that long. That karma came real quick. And this tend to be a thing with Negroes who feel other race of woman is the prize. They could talk down to black woman. They could disrespect black woman because they were a Becky. They were a Karen. They hopping around with these snow bunnies and they feel they could disrespect black woman. And what is interesting in this one case, because you had this white woman who was having an argument with the brother, and she were calling him the N-word. These are the people you guys lay up with, because you can lay up with them, you can be friends with them, whatever, but deep down inside, have an argument, have a disagreement, break up with them, and you see the true colors come up to the surface. Yes. Just like the slave master on the plantation used to grape the black woman. Grape. Yes. You guys know what I'm talking about. And still call her the N-word. You had enough white woman and white men lay up with Negroes and disrespect them. So this has been going on for a very long time. You Negroes just waiting to get your Negro wake-up call. You know, and like I said from before, you could lay up with whoever you want. Just don't disrespect black women. Just don't disrespect black women. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting because these are the black people. These are the black men who came from a black woman. Your mother, your grandmother, your auntie. How you could fix your mouth to disrespect a black woman when you came from one? That is some self-hate. How can you look at your black mother or your black auntie or your black granny knowing you were disrespecting black women like they are not black women? It's crazy. It's crazy. But all the disrespecting they were doing to black women, it was a snow bunny who took them out. How interesting is that? How interesting is that? Me could never be with no one besides a black woman. I love my black woman. Yeah, we have problems like every other race of people, but I rather stick out my problems with my black woman. She understands the struggle. She understands me. There's a different level of culture, of spiritual, of aura. There's a different level of understanding that we bond together. More than this physical. It's mental. It's psychological. It comes from the history and the origin that runs in our blood that no other race of people wouldn't understand. They can't understand that. So yeah, you could have your fun with your Beckys and with your Kens and with your snow bunnies or whatever, but just don't disrespect our people. Do whatever you want. Just don't disrespect the black woman. The black woman is the first woman on the planet to create civilization. Every single human being comes from the black woman. Yes. Yes, and I know you Negroes are so used to listening to white people with this scholarship. You don't know good information because I guess it's not coming from a white person, right? I mean, like white people have all the great information. Even white people say the black woman. Black people are the original people and the mothers and fathers of civilization. Yes. Because I know you Negroes are so used to hearing information from white people. When black people actually say something, you tend not to believe it. But the moment a white person said, you're like, oh yeah, well now I believe it now because it's coming from a white person. The slave mentality, man. The slave mentality. Yes. But just wanted us to drop that video and let people know that we're not going to tolerate all these people, all these Negroes who are going to go outside their race and date and shack up with and lay up with all these non-black people, but at the same time fix their mouth to disrespect black people. We're not going to take that. We're going to call it out. And yes, we see what happened when you go bunny hopping. Peace and black power. Black revolutionary now.